How many of you guys know that 8 weeks ago, before today, that they had never been through a comedic storytelling and stand-up class before? And 8 weeks later, here we are live in front of an audience. So how cool is that? If something is funny, please, by all means, laugh. If something is not funny, please, by all means, laugh. Well, we're going to go ahead and get things started. Please help me welcome to the stage, Nek'ka Migel.
How you all doing out there? All right. How many of you have a car? Know someone who has a car? Yeah, me too. How many of you have children? I know someone who has a child. Yeah, me too. I got three. So, any single moms out there? Yeah. All in the world. You know, I was a single mom for 16 years, and I'm going to tell you a story about one son, 2 daughters, and 3 dreams about cars. So it's 1996. I'm in the middle of a divorce, and my teenage son decides to steal the car. I have 2 babies in diapers on my hip, ready to go, and I'm watching my car go down the road with their car seat. So I love my son. And in the divorce, I got the babies in diapers, and my husband got the car thief. So got the car back, and I moved to North Carolina. So in North Carolina, I had this first dream. This dream is that I'm going to give away a car. And I'm thinking, how is that going to happen? I'm a single stay-at-home mom. Well, needless to say, it's not going to be the car that the car thief returned. It's going to be something else. So I had to trade in the car for a U-Haul. So back in 1999, you can imagine a U-Haul with all the luxuries of a 1999 U-Haul. Nothing, not a zipper, no extra. But it did fit all of our things. And my now 4 and 5-year-old were able to sit right beside me in a U-Haul as we make our trek to, listen for it, California. So, but remember, I'm going from North Carolina to California. So, we're on the road. We stay in a hotel room. And then there's a knock on the door. It's like, who in the world is knocking on the door in a strange town? Because I'm thinking, did my ex-husband follow me? Is it the manager? Did my card not go through? Oh, he's a serial killer! No, I look at the peephole, and there's a guy, and he's holding up keys. And open the door, he has my hotel key that I left in the door. I was so tired. I mean, we did 12 hours a day, 600 miles a day to get to California in 4 days. And we made it to California without any more mishaps in 4 days. Now, once I turn in the U-Haul, I am carless. So, this nice lady decides she's going to give me a car. But it's a whole thing. I tell you, this car is so low to the ground that when it hits the ditch, it's like you think the whole bottom's going to fall out. Oh my goodness. But I have a dream number 2. So, the dream is to raise the chassis. Now, I'm a mechanic's daughter, not a mechanic, so I have no idea how to do this. So I take my car to the mechanic shop, and I tell him about my dream. And he was like, yeah, why just put some springs in it? And I'm thinking, like, springs in a pen? He was like, no, heavy-duty spring. No, like, you do you, boo. You know? And he did. And we ended up with 4 springs in the car, and so now the car is level with every other car. And so now we're able to move again. So we moved to the desert, and one night, now my girls are in the 3rd and 4th grade, and we're all dressed up, coming from a party. We're going to go visit our friend in Palm Springs, California. We're at the stop sign. So imagine this. It's dark outside, and the sun's gone down, you know, it's kind of cool, so the heat is on in the car, the music's playing, we're jamming, you know, and the motor's running, and it's right turning the stop sign, and the car doesn't move. Oh. I put it in reverse, the car doesn't move. So I'm thinking, I'm just going to put it in neutral, and I'm just going to go back to the gas station, you know, like kind of go down the hill and to the gas station that I just passed, and it wasn't happening. I started fishtailing, so I stopped. So I took the sign out, the visor that keeps the sun out, took it out and put it outside the door that says, "Help me, emergency, I need help." And my daughter says to me that I need to pray. And I told her, "Girlfriend, you can pray." 20 minutes later, a van pulls up. Now imagine my surprise, 20 minutes later. Well, actually I wasn't that surprised, but I'm thinking, white van, no markings. Is it a soccer mom? Is it a repairman without signage? Or is it a serial killer? 3 men jump out of this van. They push the car back to the gas station, and they say, "Jump in the van and we'll take you to Palm Springs." Okay, fine. They open up the back door, and it's full of people. It was a church van. They were on their way to church. I was like, "Oh my goodness, what kind of prayer did my daughter pray?" So in 20 minutes, a church van shows up. So they take us to Palm Springs. My friend in Palm Springs takes us home. Now we're carless again. So I have another dream, very dream. And in this dream, I'm dreaming of this car that I'm gonna get, and I just can't figure it out. And so I'm actually looking out the window in my dream now, looking out the window, trying to see the whole car, because I'm thinking there's no way that this car is not smashed into the garage, because it was so small. And as I looked out the window, it really was a small car, the smallest I'd ever seen. So I'm like, okay. This guy comes along. He's in my community. The kind of guy that has cars all in the yard. Some of them work, some of them don't. Some of them have title issues, some of them don't. So he says he's going to give me a single mom a car. I'm like, great. So, but he has to keep working on it, and he has to get the title, but eventually I have a car. So now imagine, my girls, now you see how tall I am, right? So my girls are going to be tall, right? 3rd and 4th grade, and they're starting to kind of fidget in the back seat, because this is a small car, like, "Mom, you need to get another car. You need a bigger car." I'm like, "Girlfriend, pray for it." We got the biggest car, the nicest car, sunroof, fully loaded, great stereo. Now we get to move again. So we moved to Idaho. The girls learn how to drive in this car. They go to college in Idaho. And then I meet a single mom. I meet a single mom. And this single mom's car was just totaled. And I told her I would give her my car. She starts bawling. And I said, "For real?" We met at the DMV. I gave it to her. Now I got to run and go get another car. And I ended up getting a small car. The kind, not fancy or anything. I had to do the vroom sounds myself, So I said, if I were to have my own favorite kind of car, what would it be? And so I already had a vision board going. So I had the clothes that I wanted to have. I had the house that I wanted to have. I had a man maid that was going to serve me on there. I picked out the vehicle that I liked. I put a burgundy one on the vision board and a blue one. Let's give God some room to work for. And I put a beige one on my refrigerator. Now this might have been one of my daughter's lazier prayers, because it took 3 years for me to get the beige Chevy Avalanche. This truck is fully loaded, sunroof, great stereo, and no grandkids are gonna be outgrowing the back seat anytime soon. So how long does it take to raise a dream? As long as it takes to raise children.